One thing about Niger Wives is that those of us who live in Nigeria, we love Nigeria. We don't want to live anywhere else. We want to be here.
Hello, we are here today to make a difference in the life of those that may see the world differently, but whose spirit and resilience inspires us all. My name is Temiyo and I'm here at Kokomo in the city of Ibadan for the fundraiser organized by Niger Wives for the visually impaired children of Omoyeni School. Stay tuned to Official Guru TV as we bring you the highlights. For those that will be seeing this for the first time, can you tell us what is happening here today?
Okay, basically, this is one of our charity fundraisers that we do every year for the Niger Wives in Ibadan, our branch. It's to raise money for special needs children at Omoyeni School for special needs children, where we focus on blind children. We produce all their books in Braille so that they have the ability to read in Braille, and that's what all the funds go to.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. Can I ask you, what inspires you to get involved with this organization and support visually impaired children?
Okay, number one, I am a foreigner. Niger Wives is foreigners married to Nigerian men. And I've been married to my husband almost 45 years.
45 years?
Yes.
Wow, that's such a long time.
45 years.
45 years?
Yes.
Wow. That is so amazing.
Yes. So, and I've been in Nigeria for 20 years, so I'm a part of this club. My last term, I was the coordinator, the manager for the Omoyeni project, and we just, all of the Niger Wives throughout the nation, these are our project to work with blind children.
Okay. That is so very nice of you, man. What do you believe are some common misconceptions about Nigeria and its people that you would like to dispel?
Oh wow, there's many, but I think social media has a lot to do with it, putting out negative vibes.
Okay.
There's a lot of good things about Nigeria, although everything is not good, but there are also a lot of good things about Nigeria. The people are fantastic. Of course, I'm married to one, so that should say enough.
Oh, okay, that's so nice to know. What are some of your biggest challenges you faced as a foreigner living in Nigeria?
For me, I would say personally, is making what we call good friends, and that's why we have this group, so we bond together as sisters. So that's my personal biggest challenge, is making friends, because it's not easy when you're older. You know, most people here, they grew up, they went to high school together, went to university together, so they already have that connection. But people like my Niger wives, we're all foreigners. We school in our home country, so coming here is like we're starting a fresh beginning.
Okay.
Does that make any sense to you?
Yes, of course, I can relate to that.
Okay.
So how would you describe your experience so far being a Niger wife? Your overall experience being a Niger wife?
Oh, I love it because we're supportive of each other, and that's why we call ourselves sisters. We're one. We're there through the good and the bad.
I mean, being married to a Nigerian person, how would you describe the experience? Is it a good one? Has it been good so far?
Making 45 years, I think it's been good.
Wow, of course.
But yeah, like any marriage, there's good, there's bad, and there's in between.
Okay. Can I ask you, what are the Nigerian dishes that you've gotten so used to that you now can see as one of your favorite dishes?
I know most people say jollof rice, but I'm going to be honest with you, ogbono soup.
Ogbono soup. Wow.
And my husband is Yoruba. But
it's Yoruba?
Yes, but I love ogbono soup. And I love vegetables, efo I like that.
Wow, that's nice. Yes, can you prepare ogbono soup?
Yes, I can.
You can?
Yes.
Wow, how did you learn it?
The young lady that lives with me, and then talking to people in the market when I go to buy the ingredients, and everybody have their own way of doing it. And I just put my own method together, and it works for me.
Wow, that is so nice.
Yeah.
Finally, can I ask you, being in Nigeria for 45 years?
20 years.
20 years?
20 years.
Married for 20 years, married 45 years. Okay. Now that you say you're married to a Yoruba person, right?
Yes.
Okay. What can you say in Yoruba?
A Cairo, Odabo. I can say a few things.
Okay, what does a Cairo mean?
Good morning.
Good morning. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, can I give you one?
Yes.
Okay. What is Odabo?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, wow. That is so nice. Thank you very much for
right,
speaking with us. Hello, I remain your host, Temiyo, and I'm here with.
Maria Akinduro.
Okay. Is it okay if I call you Miss Maria?
That's all right.
Okay, Miss Maria, can you tell us about your plans?
Oh dear. That would take an hour or more.
Okay, let's just summarize it.
Okay. Well, we have brought to this charity sale, we have brought ornamental plants and also spice plants and vegetables. Yeah, and even some fresh flowers here for flower bouquets.
Okay.
Because some of us, Niger Wives, we really love plants and we love our gardens. So this is all from our gardens. Yeah.
Your gardens, like
Yes,
you.
about 4 or 5 of us really have a large garden, and we love plants, and we have our little paradise at home, you know.
Wow, that is so lovely. This one that you pointed to, what is the name of this plant?
These fresh flowers that I brought are different types of heliconias. You see the very giant one here.
Okay.
The leaves are like, I would say, 2 to 3 meter tall. And the flower itself actually can grow like this. But I didn't have a fresh one, so I couldn't bring that one. This is just opening. Then the next size is this type of heliconia.
You mean this?
Yes. And then the smaller ones, different colors. Most people only know the yellow heliconia is the most common one. But then you have the orange red, and you also have this combination of yellow and red, which is not so common. And then of course all the green.
So Ibadan, we are still here live at the Coco Mall for the fundraising event organized by Niger Wives for the visually impaired children of Omoyeni School. And right here, I'm here with.
I'm Helen Chaperon Ojehoman. I'm Niger Wives Nigeria National President.
Well, very nice to meet you, ma.
You too.
Is it okay if I call you Miss Ellen?
Sure.
Okay, Miss Ellen, I would like to ask you some few questions.
Sure.
How do you think organizations like Nigerian Wives can make a positive impact on the lives of blind children in this country?
Yeah, I think that all the education supports are always essential. You know, any way that we can help education projects in any way, that's what we should all be doing. We should all be working on helping the youth. We have so many youth in Nigeria, and it's our responsibility to really do whatever we can to bring them up. Visually impaired students have, they have everything stacked against them. So whatever we can do to support them and help them to make their education and their lives better, we should do it. Niger Wives Nigeria does that in Ibadan, we have our annual plant and book sale. We've been doing this since 2018, I think.
28 years. Wow, that is so amazing.
2018. We've been doing it since 2018.
2018.
Yeah. And it's going really well. It's also a good chance for us to meet with the community and meet new Niger Wives and make ourselves known to our amazing Ibadan family here.
How long have you been a Niger Wife?
I've been a Niger Wife since 2007 when I got married, but I've been living in Nigeria since 2005.
2005.
Yeah.
Wow, that is such a long time.
It is.
Okay. What message would you like to share with the blind children we are supporting today?
Don't give up. The world is right there at your fingertips. Nowadays, we have technology that's making things so much easier for people who are living with things like visual challenges and things like that. So don't worry. The world is catching up and we're going to carry you along.
Since you've been in Nigeria for the past going to like 16 years, I guess.
Almost 20.
Almost 20 years. And being married to in Nigeria,
Yeah.
I know it's such a new experience for you. How can we balance cultural differences and similarities to build a stronger relationship between foreigners and Nigeria?
That's such a good question. For us as Niger Wives, this is our reality. We are always negotiating between our cultures, trying to find a middle ground you know. And one thing about Niger Wives is that those of us who live in Nigeria, we love Nigeria. You know, we don't want to live anywhere else. We want to be here. So we already naturally love Nigerian culture and think of ourselves as like Nigerian by association. You know, we really want to integrate. And we have that love for Nigerian culture. Nigerian culture has so much to offer the world. You know, we have this sense of collective spirit. People help each other. Not every time, but most times you feel the helping hand in Nigeria. You'll feel that kind of cultural oneness. You know, when you go to a party, everyone wears the same outfit, you know? Of course, it's because we're together, we're a community here. And a lot of us who are coming from the Western world, we didn't grow up with that. We didn't feel that. So we adore it and we really appreciate it. The world needs more Nigeria.
Wow, you heard it here. That is so very nice of her. She said the world need more Nigerian. Of course, I totally agree with her. How can we work together to break down stereotypes and build strong bridges between countries and communities?
Yeah, it's so hard. You know, the first thing is that we have to be more open-minded. You know, the number one question that people ask me as a Niger wife is, can you eat our food? Of course I am. I'm a human being. You know, humans can eat any food on earth. Don't you think so?
Of course.
So it shouldn't be surprising to anybody that all of us here have tried so many different Nigerian delicacies and we've learned to love it. And we even appreciate Nigerian food, Nigerian culture, you know, so many things like that. I think it's through experiencing it that we can really break down those stereotypes. But there are a lot of stereotypes about white people in Nigeria, for sure. For sure there are. But I would just ask, if I have this platform, please be patient with us. Ask us questions. Don't make assumptions. You know, we're here because we want to be here, because we see that Nigeria is great and we want to be with you.
Oh, that is so lovely. Speaking of food, since you've been here in Nigeria, what can you say is your favorite dish?
Well, I would say it changes all the time, you know? It doesn't, is it your only one favorite food? No, like, you know, maybe this week you're feeling this, next week you're feeling that. And especially in Nigeria, one thing that's awesome about Nigeria is we eat to the season. So when it's mango season, it's all about the mangoes. We're eating mangoes non-stop. You know, when it's plantain season, you're going to be frying plantain every day. You're going to be enjoying it.
Okay, but what is that one Nigerian food that you can say, oh, I love this?
Nigeria is very diverse. I hope you remember that. We have
what
country.
Okay, what tribe are you married to?
My husband is from Edo State. But I'll say this. I've lived in Ibadan for almost 20 years. And I would say my favorite Yoruba food right now definitely has to be amala, ewedu, gbegiri, and stew.
Amala, ewedu, gbegiri, and stew. Well, can I ask you, can you make that dish?
Make it?
Yes, can you make it?
Not as well as amala sky, where I would love to buy.
Oh, you know Amala Sky? Wow, that is so nice. Since you said you've been in Ibadan for a while now, what is the meaning of Eshiano? Eshiano.
Well, Eshe, thank you.
Okay, what about Ano?
No,
Well, you tried. Ano means yesterday. It means thank you for yesterday.
Oh, that's a good one. I'll remember it. Yeah.
All right, Miss Ellen, it's so very nice to have you here.
You too.
And we are proud of what Niger Wives are doing. And is there any way, if anybody wants to support the cause, how can they get through to you?
Yeah, definitely. So in addition to our branch project, which is the Ibadan branch project here, where we support the Omoyeni Special School for the visually impaired, then on a national level, we also have a Braille Book Production Center where we produce Braille books. You know Braille books?
Yeah.
The raised, that blind people read with their hands, you know, they read with their fingers. So we have our own national project, which is the Niger Wives Braille Book Production Center. That's based in Lagos, but we produce Braille books for all over the country. We produce Braille textbooks, reading books, papers, pamphlets, voting ballot, so that blind people can vote in the elections and everything like that. So all you have to do if you want to support us is check out our website, which is nigerwives.com.
That is so nice. Okay, thank you very much, Miss Ellen.
Yeah,
We really appreciate it.
thank you.
All right.
Thanks for being here.